Okay. Now let us see how to solve this problem. This is a simple numerical. This is a simple numerical on the EDTA titration. So let us read the problem first. Chromium 3 is slow to react with EDTA. EDTA is represented by H4Y and is determined by back titration. A pharmaceutical preparation containing chromium 3 is analyzed by treating a 2.63 gram sample with 5 ml of 0.0103 molar EDTA. The unreacted EDTA is back titrated with 1.32 ml of 0.0122 molar zinc solution. What is the percentage of CrCl3 in the pharmaceutical preparation? So here in this particular problem, so we have to remember that this problem involves the titration between EDTA and chromium, EDTA and zinc. Okay, so remember that the EDTA, now I'm doing the solution for this problem. So EDTA and zinc, comma, EDTA and Cr3 plus chromium. This is Zn2 plus, of course. Cr3 plus reacts in 1:1 ratio. And how they react together? So here this is Zn2 plus. Zn2 plus EDTA is represented by H4Y, and then first I'll get 4H plus here, plus I'll get Zn Y2 minus. See, the charges are balanced here. You are getting plus 2 charge here. This is 4 plus and minus 2. That is plus 2. Okay, this is zinc EDTA complex. So zinc, Zn2 plus and EDTA, they're reacting in 1:1 ratio. Similar is the case with the Cr3 plus. Cr3 plus plus H4Y gives rise to Cry minus plus 4H plus. And this is 4H plus. So again, see here, this is 4 plus 4 and minus 1, that is plus 3. So Cr plus 3 and H4Y, Cry minus and then 4H plus. So again, Cr3 plus and H4Y, that is EDTA, they react in the 1:1 ratio. Okay, now let us come to the problem. Now in this problem, see here, the initial EDTA that is taken is 5 ml of 0.013 molar EDTA. So now right here, amount of EDTA taken, initially taken. Amount of EDTA initially taken, that is equal to molarity into volume. Okay, so the molarity that is given is 0.0103 molar. Molar means I'm writing the unit millimole per milliliter into volume given is 5 ml. So multiply this. So this gets cancels and then 0.0103 into 5. So 0.0103 into 5 is equal to 0.0515, not 515 millimole. Right. So that is the initial amount of EDTA taken. Now here the unreacted EDTA, see next cell, see the next line. Unreacted EDTA is back titrated with 1.32 ml of 0.012 molar Zn solution. So therefore now you write the amount of Zn2 plus. Amount of Zn2 plus, that is equal to again molarity into volume. So remember that if you multiply molarity into volume, and if the volume is expressed in ml, then you'll get millimoles. Okay, right. So molarity into volume. Now that molarity is given as 0.0122 millimole per milliliter. See here the volume is in ml. So this is 1.32 ml and so cancel these two. And then so 0.0122 into 1.32. 0.01322, sorry, 0.0122 into 1.32. So that turns out to be around 0.0161. 0.0161 millimole and 0.161 millimole. Now, and you know that Zn2 plus and EDTA and Zn2 plus and EDTA reacts in 1:1 ratio. In 1:1 ratio. So therefore, amount of unreacted EDTA, amount of unreacted EDTA is equal to amount of Zn2 plus is equal to amount of Zn2 plus, and we know that the amount of Zn2 plus, see here, see the amount of Zn2 plus is 0.0161 millimole, 0.0161 millimole. So write it here is equal to 0.0161 millimole, 0.0161 millimole, right? Then, so that is amount of unreacted EDTA is over. Now, so the amount of EDTA that is reacted, amount of EDTA, amount of EDTA reacted with the Cr3 plus, with the Cr3 plus is equal to, now what you need to do is that, see here, just come to the previous uh, first page, that is previous page. Okay, see here, this is amount of EDTA initially taken, this is the unreacted EDTA. So amount of EDTA reacted with your Cr3 plus, then you just subtract these two, 0.0515 minus 0.0161. Okay, 0.0515 is equal to 0.0515 minus 0.0161 millimole. Okay, so that is equal to 0.0515, 0.0515 minus 0.0161, that is equal to 0.0354. Now this is 0.0354 millimole. Again we know that, again we know that EDTA and Cr3 plus reacts in the ratio, reacts in the ratio of 1:1. Therefore, amount of Cr3 plus, amount of Cr3 plus is equal to amount of unreacted EDTA. Amount of EDTA reacted, amount of EDTA reacted, that is equal to 0.0354 millimole, right? Therefore, now you know the amount of Cr3 plus, then here the weight of Cr3 plus, weight of Cr3 plus, that is bracket within brackets you can write CrCl3, that is equal to weight of Cr3 plus is equal to Cr, amount of Cr3 plus, amount of Cr3 plus into formula weight of CrCl3. See here, chromium is 52 and then 35.5 into 3, 35.5 into 3, 3 5s are 15, 1, 15 plus 1, 16, 3 3s are 9 plus 1, 10. So this is 106.5. Add these two and then I'll get 158.5. So this is 158.5. So now amount of Cr3 plus, that is equal to 0.0354 millimole into 158.5 milligram per millimole. Okay, so multiply these two. So that turns out to be 0.0354 into 158.5. That is equal to 5.6109 milligrams. 5.61. That is equal to 5.616109. So and so milligrams. And okay, so now you can calculate the percentage of CrCl3. The question is to calculate the percentage of CrCl3. So weight of therefore weight of CrCl3 by, see initially that is given is by weight of the sample, weight of CrCl3 by weight of sample into 100. That is equal to, see, weight of CrCl3 is 5.6109 milligram by, see here, weight of sample is 2.63 grams into 100. Now what you need to do is that in the next, I'll go to the next slide, 5.6109. So that is equal to 5.6109, 5.6109, that is 5.6109 into, see here, I am converting milligrams into gram, 10 power minus 3 gram, whole divided by 2.63 gram, 2.63 gram into 100. Okay, right. The 10 power minus 3 and 100 is equal to 10 power minus 1. Now let us calculate this 5.6109, that divided by 2.63 is equal to 2.133. 2.133 into 10 power minus 1. You just cancel gram and gram. That is equal to 2.133 by 10 is equal to 0.2133%. So therefore, the percentage of chromium chloride, percentage of CrCl3 in the pharmaceutical preparation, in the pharmaceutical preparation is equal to 0.2133%. So this is your final answer. Over. I hope it is very clear to you now. Okay. See, this is the problem that is given to you. This is the solution. So always remember that molarity into volume will give you millimoles. Millimoles are moles, depending on the volume. If the volume is given in milliliters, then you'll get millimoles. If the volume is in liters, you'll get moles. Okay. So this is how you have to do the problem, and that's fine. Thank you. We'll discuss another problem in the next video.